Hi.
Ah! Damn it, Stacy!
What did you do last night?
What do you mean?
Hair from the night before, makeup from the night before, dress from the night before, creeping in the window, doing weird stuff outside. You did something bad.
Okay, fine.
Come on. Tell me everything.
Fine. It started last night, obviously. I was out with the girls. We were partying, dancing, having a good time, throwing them back. Ooh, ooh, I went for another drink. I had maybe 1 or 6 too many, but who's to say? I'm young, right? I'm still young. Somewhere around 2 a.m., I pulled out my phone, set my range to 1 mile, and started browsing.
Oh, honey.
I know. I was weak. I needed something quick, easy, and dare I say, dirty. So I found one that looked okay, and I went over to their place. As soon as I got there, I knew that I shouldn't be doing this, I knew I was going to regret this and feel like about myself the next day, but a part of me didn't care, so I just took a deep breath, and I went in.
Girl, it's totally fine. Like, it happens. Like, sometimes a little more to you than the average person, but there's nothing to be ashamed of.
It almost felt good there for a while, but after that first swallow. And the pineapple did not help, let me tell you. But I just kept going. I had barely finished. I thought I could maybe try to take a nap or something, but the guy immediately kicked me out.
He kicked you out?
Yeah. Not before I paid him though. Not to mention an 18% tip.
You paid him?
I know. I was like, dude, it wasn't even that good. But at least he gave me some napkins to wipe myself off.
I think I've actually heard enough for today.
Eloy, Imafla, Cthulhu, Raya, Wagalu, Vertegen.
The Old One has awakened!
Hi.
Ah! Damn it, Stacy!
What did you do last night?
What do you mean?
Hair from the night before, makeup from the night before, dress from the night before, creeping in the window, doing weird stuff outside. You did something bad.
Okay, fine.
Come on. Tell me everything.
Fine. It started last night, obviously. I was out with the girls. We were partying, dancing, having a good time, throwing them back. Ooh, ooh, I went for another drink. I had maybe 1 or 6 too many, but who's to say? I'm young, right? I'm still young. Somewhere around 2 a.m., I pulled out my phone, set my range to 1 mile, and started browsing.
Oh, honey.
I know. I was weak. I needed something quick, easy, and dare I say, dirty. So I found one that looked okay, and I went over to their place. As soon as I got there, I knew that I shouldn't be doing this, I knew I was going to regret this and feel like about myself the next day, but a part of me didn't care, so I just took a deep breath, and I went in.
Girl, it's totally fine. Like, it happens. Like, sometimes a little more to you than the average person, but there's nothing to be ashamed of.
It almost felt good there for a while, but after that first swallow. And the pineapple did not help, let me tell you. But I just kept going. I had barely finished. I thought I could maybe try to take a nap or something, but the guy immediately kicked me out.
He kicked you out?
Yeah. Not before I paid him though. Not to mention an 18% tip.
You paid him?
I know. I was like, dude, it wasn't even that good. But at least he gave me some napkins to wipe myself off.
I think I've actually heard enough for today.
Eloy, Imafla, Cthulhu, Raya, Wagalu, Vertegen.
The Old One has awakened!
Hi.
Ah! Damn it, Stacy!
What did you do last night?
What do you mean?
Hair from the night before, makeup from the night before, dress from the night before, creeping in the window, doing weird stuff outside. You did something bad.
Okay, fine.
Come on. Tell me everything.
Fine. It started last night, you know, obviously. I was out with the girls. We were partying, dancing, having a good time, throwing them back. Ooh, ooh, you know. I went for another drink. I had maybe 1 or 6 too many, but you know, who's to say? I'm young, right? I'm still young. Somewhere around 2 a.m., I pulled out my phone, set my range to 1 mile, and started browsing.
Oh, honey.
I know. I was weak. I needed something quick, easy, and dare I say, dirty. So I found one that looked okay, and I went over to their place. As soon as I got there, I knew that I shouldn't be doing this, you know? I knew I was going to regret this and feel like about myself the next day, but a part of me didn't care, so I just took a deep breath, and I went in.
Girl, it's totally fine. Like, it happens.
And 2 hotel rooms or an Airbnb.
So 2 flights, 2 hotel rooms. You guys.
They find like the volunteers that will be able to help the event like go forth. And if you want to do like worship, then you can also find like I don't know if you are connected with a church that you can like bring the worship team. Or she's also done events where there was no worship; it just went straight to her administrating. So either or could work. But basically, you know, when you want to put on an event, it's just basically the venue, finding people to help, and, you know, covering her travel costs.
Okay.
So it's pretty simple in that way.
Okay.
To start off.
In the email, it also said we have to cover your travel costs too.
Yeah, so I'll be coming with her because she never travels by herself. So it would be 2 flights and 2 hotel rooms or an Airbnb.
So 2 flights, 2 hotel rooms. You guys travel separate?
We travel together.
Why is it 2 flights?
So for both of us.
So you mean 2 tickets?
Right.
Okay, so 2 tickets. Okay, yeah. Okay, so return trip. So $3,000 you said is what the honorarium is for her revival event.
Right. Yeah. So if you want to do one service, it would be 3,000.
Okay, and how long does that service usually last?
Well, I mean, it's dependent on how Holy Spirit usually moves, but let's say you do worship, then it would be like 30 to 40 minutes, then she would minister for like 50 minutes, and then she would transition to deliverance time, which would probably
Say hi to your mom for me.
50 minutes, so probably like 2.5 hours to 3 hours.
Okay, we would have to provide the staff. Now, will she be needing any type of private security or
Say hi to
anything
your
like
mom
that for the event?
No, it's up to you if you want to do that.
Okay.
She would need like somebody to walk her like from, I mean, it depends where the venue's at and if there's like a green room, but she would need somebody because people can bombard her. So if it's volunteers, like a couple of gentlemen to like walk her to and from the stage, like to the car, that could work too. Or if you want to do security, you can do that as well.
What does Apostle prefer?
She's fine with either or.
Okay, perfect. And your travel arrangements, how does this work out? Do we send you the money directly? Do we just book the arrangements and send you the itinerary?
Well, usually for her honorarium, you would give it to her like at least before she leaves.
So we got to give it to her before she leaves.
Right, like before she flies back to LA.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I thought you meant before she leaves LA that we would have to give her the honorarium.
No.
Okay. Okay, I was about to like, whoa, wait a second. I don't think Jesus worked like that, you know.
No, like before she leaves back to LA.
Okay, perfect. And
Right.
so $3,000. And let me check over the email here real quick. What did we say here? Now, is there any kind of written contract that needs to be signed?
Yes. So once you let me know that you would like to proceed, then I would send that to you, and you can look over it.
Okay.
Basically, it's just so that there's like no cancellation as long as the public is made aware that she's going to be somewhere, because we've experienced that before where people have canceled an
Okay.
event and people make plans, they fly and they drive. So she never cancels on people. So that's the only thing. Once the public is made aware, that the event can't be canceled at that point.
Okay, so let me see. You got the usually when a church or community. I'm gonna read the email here. I want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
So usually when a church, a community, or one person who is hungry for revival in their city or country wants to host an event with Apostle Kathryn, they put together the whole event, finding a venue that can hold at least 1,000 people. This can change depending where the event will be held. Yeah, this will be an outdoor event. It'll be like at a park revival like you guys do in LA. So it'll be,
Okay.
it'll be an outdoor event. Yeah. And do you guys have any preference on where you like to eat? That way we know how much money to set aside for your meals and everything.
I can give you like kind of like a rough estimate of based off of like our past events of how much we usually spend.
Okay.
Because she usually spends time just in preparation for the event and stuff like that. So she usually like orders to the hotel or to the Airbnb just to make things like easier as she's just in preparation. But yeah.
Okay.
So
Getting
I can
volunteers.
give you-
Okay, getting volunteers to help during the event, covering the cost for Apostle Kathryn's travel expenses. This would include 2 flight tickets, 2 hotel rooms, any baggage and food fees. We can agree on a set amount. Lastly, the expenses would include her honorarium. So you'll be joining her as her assistant, hence the 2 flights and 2 hotel rooms. Her honorarium depends on how many services you would like her to do. For example, she usually receives $3,000 for one service. So if we wanted her for an additional night, it would be times 2.
She usually receives like $7,000 for 2 services.
And for 3?
11.
Okay. So it's 11 for 3,
Right.
10 for 2, 3 for 1.
7 for 2.
7 for 2, and 11 for 3?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this sounds good. If you want to send me over the contract, I'd be happy to look over it. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, definitely.
Since you want to do it in a park as well,
Yeah.
like, would you be okay with like finding like a stage or getting a stage? Or I'm not sure if the park even has one, but it's always best for the stage to be like high enough and big enough so that if she brings people up on the stage, she can minister to them. If they fall back with the power of the Spirit, that there's enough space that she can bring others to come and minister to, and that people can see her.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't want anybody falling off stage when they fall backwards, right?
Yes, exactly.
Has that ever happened before?
No, because we always have a catcher. We always have somebody there but
okay.
We have had a catcher fall off the stage.
Oh no, that's not good.
That's not a good thing.
Okay. And if I don't mind, can I ask a few background questions too as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Where is Apostles Church based out of? LA?
Los Angeles, yes.
Okay. Where's the church home base at?
It's in LA.
Right, but is there like an actual physical location?
Yes, in LA. So we are in a building right now,
Okay.
and it's in LA.
What? Okay. So you guys actually have a physical building? Because I saw you guys were doing like a lot of open air revivals, correct, for a while?
Yeah, I mean, it was like almost 2 years of us being in the park, but we just moved to a building just after Christmas. So
Okay.
yeah, so now we are in a building in LA.
Oh, okay, awesome. What's that building? I'd love to look into it, and I'd like to do some of my own background if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You can actually go on her Instagram page
Okay.
or her Facebook page. She's posted lots of pictures of it, and so you can see everything about it.
Oh, okay, perfect. And now, when did Apostle originally start preaching? What's her like lineage? I guess, like how you would say it.
So she came from a really small town,
Mhm.
and she came to LA, and then she got prophesied to that she was called to be an apostle. So the ministry started, I believe, 6 years ago, around there.
Who prophesied for her that she was going to be a prophet?
It was a prophet who came to to the city to do a conference.
What prophet?
I can actually.
What was the name of the prophet? I'm just curious. I like to know like the lineage of these apostles. It's a good thing.
I can even like send you videos of her whole like testimony too, so you can really get in depth. But his name was Prophet Jordavi.
Okay, Prophet Jordavi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and is she still like apostle under him? Is she still like working under him?
No, she's released. No, she's released. She is.
Oh, he released her?
She has her own ministry, but he is her spiritual father. So, but she has her own ministry.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, and Apostle Jordavi, does he still teach and preach with Apostle Kathryn?
No, he has his own ministry in Tanzania.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, and when did she originally get prophesied to by him?
I don't have a date, but I can definitely send you that information.
Okay, I would love to. Yeah, I'm just curious. Yeah, I would like to know because I definitely want to have her. We really do. I think she's going to do great things. We definitely have some people here, I think, who could use some deliverance. But yeah, get me that contract over. I'll look over it. And if I have any questions, I'll go ahead and email you back with anything or just text or call you if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And if I could get some background about you as well. So how did you find out about the ministry and what made you like want to know?
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Kathryn Krick Full Frontal Exposure, where amen and hallelujahs are questions. And tonight, Kathryn, guess what, Kathryn? We're going to start reporting you to the IRS, okay? Some people might think we might be going up fucking small potatoes here and shit like that, but that's cool. I get it. Sometimes you got to start with the small ones. You got to start with the lowest hanging fruit to set a precedence, right? Now, with Kathryn, this greedy little bitch that she is, okay? This greedy little bitch that her and John Tall are, okay? This is from ProPublica, okay? And they track nonprofits. And this is John Tollywood and Kathryn Krick's. She's babbling. Oh, dude, she is just off the charts, bro. Kathryn's off the charts, man. She needs to have her head checked. She should have her fucking head checked by a therapist, man. Yes, Ted Cruz, I'm glad you're here. You have some experience with these Tanzanian fucking warlords and shit, right? Like Jordavi. We've had some talks about these. Maybe you can, are you busy to where I could call you and put you on the phone, brother? Because I remember we had some talks about these guys, and we talked about these orphanages. I was wondering if you would be willing to come on and explain to the group a little bit about how these systems operate. Is it cool if I bring you on, Ted Cruz? Okay, cool. I'm going to bring you on in, Ted. Okay, give me a second. Let me get it hooked up. Ted Cruz got a lot of knowledge about this guy, about these these Tanzanian fucking dictators. These guys are pretty fucking weird, man. And Ted Cruz, he's got some pretty intimate knowledge about how these operations work. And let me go ahead and get him on the phone here. I love his emoji for his phone is RoboCop.
Hey man.
Hey, it's good to talk to you, brother. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. How are you been?
I was looking at your emoji for your phone, and it's the RoboCop thing, and it's like some dude holding a thing of mercury in his hand. It looks like RoboCop's rubbing one out. I love it, bro. I love it, dude. It's like my favorite one, bro. I wish you still had that one up, dude. That's like the coolest emoji. But if you can explain to the community a bit, you've had some experience with these Tanzanian dictator apostle warlords. Can you go ahead and tell the community what your experience was?
Yeah, so the one I have experience with is from Kenya, and his name was Apostle Nanga, and he was a Kenyan televangelist. And this guy is so wild, he puts Kathryn Krick to shame. You know, he was by far a lot worse than even Jordavi.
Worse than Jordavi.
Oh, a lot worse than Jordavi. So when I was there, I was there with a group, and we were his guests. I saw this guy. I can't make this up. He held like 5 or 6 tithe collections in a single service, and you got to understand, these people have nothing. And here's this megachurch pastor, just squeezing as much money out of these people as he possibly can. And then we go, he invites us to his house after the service. We go there. He lives in a mansion in a gated community,
Hey,
all
Ted.
paid for.
Hey, is this
Yeah?
the guy that had his congregation eat grass?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I never heard of that.
Okay.
This is the guy that got into a head-on collision and killed somebody, and then when newscasters tried to go to his house to interview him, he sent out hired thugs to go and beat him up.
Okay. So Prophet Nanga did that.
And I think, I can't remember if this was him. You got to understand, there's so many of these people that, the news often gets blended together. I'm pretty sure he had an affair as well, like in recent years. But I can't remember if that was him or another one of these African pastors. But I keep track of him from time to time, but I know for a fact he was in a head-on collision, and he tried to, I think he got out of it by paying off some cops. And then he definitely tried to hire some thugs to attack reporters.
Real nice guy.
But
real cool prophet.
yeah, definitely definitely one of those types of dirtbags. But you see all the stuff they get away with over here. It's even worse over there.
And we talked about these orphanages. We have talked about these orphanages, how they're set up, their schemes, their scams. Human trafficking, child sex trafficking.
Here's where the source of this problem comes from. These pretentious people who want to go over to third world countries to, make a difference. The types. The people who sniff their own farts. Those guys are how this industry sort of came about. In a lot of third world countries, a lot of tourists want to assist and help the orphans. So a lot of these children are not even really orphans, but they're in these fake orphanages with horrid conditions to draw sympathy and make money. It's an entire racket and industry. Now, that's just one side of it. There are also other types of orphanages that are in the human trafficking side of things, but the most common one you're going to find are going to be the fake ones used to make sympathy dollars. And there are documentaries on YouTube about these fake orphanages in third world countries.
Yeah, they're all. You'll
find them all over the place. You'll find them in Africa. You'll find them in India, everywhere.
Yeah. But Africa is known to house 7 of the richest pastors, I think, or 8. There's super rich pastors in Africa.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, the one I told you about that I'm familiar with, he was really rich.
Okay.
And George Davies also really rich. I mean, a lot of them are just super wealthy.
I reported Kathryn today.
Yeah. There's also, I'm not really sure what sort of activities she gets up to, or what laws she's breaking. If she's smart, I mean, it's so easy to, do this according to the law and make a profit. So I don't know why she'd want to break the law, but I wouldn't put it past her, especially when she's involved with George Davy.
Yeah, I definitely think she's breaking the law somehow. She's up to something.
Well, it's worth looking into.
Yeah, I think she made more money than she actually is claiming.
Yeah, so, I've told you this before, but if you put money inside of an offering plate and you do not fill out the envelope and document how much you gave to him and check to make sure that it shows up When they give you a report to see how much you donated throughout the year, they could just siphon that money out and pocket it.
Mm-hmm.
So especially like if you just throw the cash in there without doing anything, just hard cash, they could just pick it up, put it in their pocket, and nobody'd know the difference. I mean, it would be very easy for her to just, grab cash out of the offering plate and go on a shopping spree at, Gucci or, Coco Chanel.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
Her and John Tolliver can fly first class to fucking Holland and shit and go have a good time on the donor money.
Well, I think for that, she contacts other churches and then gets them to pay for tickets and everything, and hotels. But yeah, when she, when she gets people to donate, I'm pretty sure she could just pocket the cash. I mean, nobody would ever know. The only money people would know about would be this, documented cash.
Yeah.
And that's what she would have to report.
Yeah. She would. By law, she's got to report everything. Hey,
by law, everything. But, when it comes to cold hard cash in there, nobody knows. Nobody would know the difference.
Nah, it's easy. The cold hard cash is easiest to fuck off from the IRS.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, nobody. The IRS has no way of proving she has any extra money.
No. I mean, you look at all the lavish trips she took this last year.
Yeah. I mean, but that's paid for by other people.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
I mean, she's smart enough, it's like, well, why would I pay for my own trips when I can make other people pay for it? So she's got that part down. So she doesn't have any expenses on her returns, like for travel, because, that would look a little bad on her behalf if a bunch of 5-star hotels and first class, flights started showing up. I mean, how is she going to explain that to her congregation? But, if other pastors are paying for it, that's a different story.
But she's taking tithes plus. She's taking tithes plus offerings.
Tithes plus offerings? What do you mean by that?
She's taking tithes. I'm sorry. She's taking tithes plus the honorariums. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And, on top of, having her trips paid for, she also gets paid.
Yeah, she's getting her trips paid for. She's getting paid on top of that. She's getting paid like triple.
Yeah.
She's fucking up somewhere with the money. We're going to figure it out. I already reported her to another government agency. I'm not going to say which one, but take your pick.
Well, chances are she's going to be a lot harder to take down than David. As long as she's smart enough to report the cash that is documented, you're not going to get her.
I don't think she's documenting it though properly, man. Really don't.
I mean, you just have to hope and pray that she's like trying to snag money that's been, properly documented. So there's two forms of documentation. Like, let's say I donate, I fill out an envelope with, a select amount of money and I donate it to her. If I keep track of how much I give her throughout the course of a year and that report comes back and it's less than I actually gave her, that I would report that to the IRS because, and they would be able to get her on that.
I think they could.
Because, that would be missing cash, that she's supposed to report. But the problem is most people don't pay attention to that stuff.
We are.
Yeah, but you'd have to donate to her.
Yeah.
You'd have to donate to her like every Sunday for like a year and make sure that, when she sends you the piece of paper, telling you how much you donated, the amount is correct. And if not, you got her. It's really tricky to get these people. The reason why David Taylor's so easy is because he doesn't even file his taxes.
Yeah.
And he keeps getting involved in illegal activity.
Yeah,
so
he's just a dumbass.
He's sort of doing the work for us.
Yeah.
But Kathryn will be a lot more difficult.
I'm with Tales from the Crick. I 100% agree she's sending money to Jor Davy.
Yeah, so that's one thing that you'd want to look into. That would be one outlet of catching her. But I don't think that would make her necessarily guilty because all she has to say is that she donated it to Jor Davy's ministry.
But why is she sending untaxed money out of the country? That's my question.
Yeah, that would definitely cause the IRS to raise a few eyebrows, but
I think so too.
I thought George Davy was in the country though. I thought he was in California. He had a church there.
I don't know.
Or is that somebody else?
I think George Davy has set up a real intricate web of deceit right now to keep the trail off of him and have everything fall back on Kathryn Krick.
Okay, so George Davy is definitely not going to keep most of his money inside of the U.S.
No, Kathryn's pushing
He's
it all.
definitely going to keep it overseas.
Yeah.
But a lot of these African pastors, it's the Wild West over there.
Yeah.
So one of the main differences, I have to explain what's going on over there. So in countries like Kenya, Christianity is one of the biggest religions over there. And pretty much everybody there is religious. You have very, very few atheists. And the biggest form of Christianity is the type that Kathryn Krick and George Davy are into. Just that really wild, crazy deliverance stuff. So a little background on that. The way this sort of happened and was created is, you had all these televangelists and charismatic preachers sending their books and their CDs and cassette tapes over to Africa. And they were already hyper sort of spiritual, but they sort of latched on to Christianity and sort of combined it with their own beliefs. A lot of the people over there view it is they view it as a cleaner form of magic, like a faith healer is pretty much a witch doctor with a cleaner form of magic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what they believe, it's a lot different and it's really wild. And Kathryn Krick is importing that back over to here after it's been transformed into something else. But
Jean-Tal, I was looking through your Instagram earlier today, and I found your pet name for Kathryn Krick. You guys want to know what her pet name is for Kathryn Krick is?
Oh, I want to hear it.
Snarky Snark.
Really?
This amazing woman of God who has the purest, most beautiful heart, I thank God for you every day, my apostle, my better known as my Snarky Snark. My little Snarky Snark. I'm my little Snarky Snark.
What is wrong with these people?
Not even close to the line. It's right here. I'm trying to find it right now, but I just can't. I'm trying to find exactly which post it was. But yeah. It's my Snarky Snark.
Bro, these people are mentally ill.
I firmly believe that there is mental illness surrounding her specifically.
I don't know. It's too much.
Yeah. It's spelled Snarkie, Snarky Snark.
She needs to be stopped.
That's their safe word, Snarky Snark. Oh, they fucked up, dude. Oh, shit.
It's a safe word.
Oh, man. Jean-Tal, man, you fucked up. It's like they just put a safe word. A safe word. This is how memes are born. I'm trying to find. That was 190 weeks ago. The post that I'm looking for was 230 something weeks ago. So it's like a couple years ago when they put this photo up. And I want everybody to see so they know I'm not bullshitting. 231 weeks ago. Trying to see. I need to find this specific.
Yo, are you going to go into Kathryn's live chat and start, calling her apostle Snarky Snark?
People should. Oh, man. I
That'd
can't because
funny.
I get kicked out. They know who I am. I get kicked out. Yeah, they don't.
They can't stop all of us.
No, they can't stop. No, you're right. They can't stop all of us. Okay. So,
Well, they could. It would just take them a while.
yeah. 297. Let's see here. I'm trying to find. where is it? 250. Okay, I'm getting closer. Let's take a peek here. Let me take a peek here.
Oh yeah. So you want to hear something crazy about a African apostle,
Yes.
self-proclaimed apostle?
Found it. Here it is, right here.
This one's even funnier. I forget his name. I could find the video and send it to you. This guy is a self-proclaimed inventor, and he comes up with all these crazy inventions. I think he's from Ghana.
Yeah.
And one of the things he did, he scammed his own government because he has a fake car factory. And what he does is he imports Chinese cars, puts his own logo on them, and then gets government contracts to sell them cheap Chinese cars.
Makes sense.
And when I say like this guy invents stuff, he invents all sorts of ridiculous things, like TVs that turn on by clapping. He made like several different helicopters, but none of them fly. You never see any of them fly. He just puts them on display, when he goes to show off his inventions. He tried to outfit the military with exosuits, except they were really wonky and clumsy and had fireworks taped on the shoulders.
Selling these like dead-end ideas and shit, right? That have no...
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, I will send you the video. It's one of those things you probably want to have your own episode about because it's too ridiculous and too funny to watch. I mean, it would be a good entertainment episode or stream.
I think I got it, Abraham and Sarah. I got the post. I got it up here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll text you the link to it later.
Oh, yeah.
It's really funny.
Let's see here. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've got that. All right, cool. All right. Yeah. Somebody saying no way they're not lovers. I know, Anthony. We've been saying it, man. I know they're lovers. I'm not lying.
Oh, they are. They are. 100%.
It wouldn't. I was talking with some of you guys out finding who you are. It wouldn't surprise me.
They got that.
Go ahead.
Alex, they got that island boy energy.
Yeah, and it would. I was thinking it wouldn't surprise me if Jordan Davey has like manipulated into like some kinky three-way shit, dude. Why not?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Or is he's tried and failed, or he's tried and achieved. Yeah, the comment snarky snark. It's spelled S. We gotta spell it right though. Snarky snark.
Well, when it comes to these pastors, I mean, if the women call him daddy, he don't spare the rod.
Exactly. No, John Tall's not going to spare the rod either. She's like, snarky snark. Come here, my little snarky snark.
Oh yeah.
You want me to blow dry you after?
John Tall don't spare the rod.
Nah, why would she? They're totally codependent on each other.
Jordan Davey be like, I'm gonna pay for you to go to the seminary school.
Title the seminary. Kathryn's, oh, what's that? Jordan Davey's be a quacko.
Kathryn's like, sign me up.
It is yours. Yeah. I know. Jake, can you make a video about Snarky Snark?
He's probably already on it.
I know he's like, I've already done. I put the link for this specific post. That way if anybody wants to like just use it. Yeah. Smash that like button like Snarky Snark smashes John Doe. See what happens. It's how these memes are born. I love it. It is. It's how these memes are born. When we find out about like these little pet names and stuff. Snarky Snark. Euphemism for crazy bitch. I could go with that, dude. Honestly.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that 11 Labs AI?
No.
So what it does is it copies any voice. I was thinking about copying Kathryn Krick's voice and having her like say the Navy SEAL copy pasta. Have you ever heard the Navy SEAL copy pasta?
No.
Dude, bro, play it.
Okay. That's too funny.
So it's pretty much a meme at this point. It's like a repost, You know what a copy pasta is? Yeah.
I think so.
It's like a fake stolen valor post that's been reposted by 1 million people.
That's too funny. Yeah. AI for Kathryn Krick would be funny.
Yeah. Or you remember that Ty Lopez who would talk about his Lamborghini and his book collection? It's just like have her repeat the entire commercial.
Yeah. Avi, let's not give him any ideas, man. Let's not give KK any ideas. She's like, hey, that's a good idea. Avi's like, yo, hear me out.
It'd be pretty funny.
He's like, if KK and John Tolley were actually lovers, they're losing out big time on the LA market. Like a female apostle that smashes her female assistant, that shit would attract massive crowds.
Well, she's in California, so it'd probably be
Yeah.
nobody would probably care.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I don't know if people just don't know or just they know and they just don't care. Like, I don't care, but she can't be doing it in the church.
I mean, it would affect her if she has a following overseas, but definitely not in California.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe not so much in California, but I know she's not getting her overseas trips like she was last year. That's for sure.
Well, here's the thing. How many bridges does she burn?
All of them?
Because, people pay her all this money to come out and be a guest speaker, and all she does is get up on stage and go, 1, 2, 3,
Out
you're
now.
delivered. Out now.
Yeah. Hey, Matt.
Repeat after me. Here's a list of stuff to pronounce.
Hey, Matt Moore. John Tall has a pet name for Matt or for Kathryn. It's called Snarky Snark.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if I was a pastor of a church and I paid her all that money to come and visit, I would never have her back. I would feel like it was, $5,000 just wasted, flushed down the toilet.
That's a good slogan to put on a shirt, Snarky Snark. And have a picture of Kathryn and John Tall.
Yeah.
Hashtag Snarky Snark. Jake says I can't do cartoons. Oh man. All right, so these African pastors are fucking times 10 with their scams.
It's a lot worse. Imagine like all the bad stuff about these people over here,
Yeah.
and then like crank it up to 11. That's what these African pastors are like. I mean, you think they're having a lot of affairs over here? I mean, imagine like a single pastor having like a dozen women who are not his wife, all pregnant, and they're all from his church.
Yeah.
Like that's the sort of nonsense that goes on over there.
Well,
You cannot make this up.
yeah, that's what David digs though, or Kathryn digs.
And the thing is, it's like over here, like, yeah, you have the big name, African pastors, but you also have like 1 billion, like tiny churches, and a lot of them are just completely out of control.
Yeah. Kathryn's out of control too. That's what we've been out here pointing out. I've been going back and forth with this ass clown on the channel for 2 days almost. And he just...
Oh no, Kathryn is tame compared to the stuff that's going on over there.
Yeah.
Like not too long ago in Kenya, there were there was one church where the people, went on a fast and ended up dying. I don't know if you remember this or if you heard about it.
Yep, I remember that.
They starved themselves to death.
I remember that.
Yeah,
And I think that guy actually got
really wild stuff.
I think he actually got put in prison too, didn't he?
Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah, no, I think they actually found him guilty and he went to jail. I followed up with that story a bit and I think they found him guilty. They're like, yeah, no, you can't starve your fucking congregation. It's like, you can be a cult, dude, but you can't starve your congregation, man. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Andrew David is worse than Andrew Tate in Jesus' name. Out now, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And it's, you guys, there's some fucking bad fucking motherfuckers out there, man. That doing
Well, you know what? At least Andrew Tate doesn't like try to hide, what he's about.
Yeah.
David Taylor does.
Yeah. So does Kathryn. Kathryn's obviously hiding.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Had a little spill here. It's all right, though. Get that shit. Well, is there anything else you want to add to that before we wrap it up? We'll keep going on with the show. Because I wanted to bring you on because I know you had a lot of experience with these assholes, man. Like,
any other aspects that you have any questions about aside from the African pastors?
I think the biggest one was like the orphanages.
Yeah, the orphanages. I mean, I can't really do it justice. There are documentaries on YouTube about these fake orphanages, and that detail the entire scam. But yeah, I mean, the thing that you have to remember is that a lot of these kids live in horrible conditions only because it causes, the volunteers and donators to have more sympathy towards them. And their conditions never really get better. They're kept in these horrible conditions because, I mean, if it got better, nobody would donate. So it's really a screwed up situation.
Got to keep milking that cow, huh?
Yeah.
That's what Jordan Davies doing. Yep. I think.
But these types of orphanages are also known for a lot of abuse.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was one of the points I wanted to get across is that these orphanages, they're known to abuse these people, man.
Yep.
That's not some hidden secret.
Yep. And they, their main purpose is to milk money from stupid, American suburbanites that just don't know any better.
Yeah, like the one that I'm going back and forth with on the channel right now. I told him.
Yeah.
I told him. I told him to call in.
Oh,
I don't think he will.
Yeah, and another good example was I think this was in the 80s, where I forget what country where slavery was legal, but what ended up happening was a school they did a slave buyback to try and free a bunch of slaves over in some third world country. And what happened was it ended up contributing to the slave trade because they're like, oh, if we get a bunch of slaves, we can have these people buy them back. So that was a problem that had to get shut down. I think our government put a stop to it because it just got so out of hand. Like, it was probably good at first, but, once the people over there found out, about all that money coming in, it turned into a big racket.
Yeah, the government doesn't like money going out of the country untaxed. It's a big no-no. They typically frown on that type of thing. Costa doesn't like that.
But that's the same sort of thing that's happened with the orphanages, where, originally it was, like impoverished orphanages that really needed help. And then, when people found out that these horrible impoverished orphanages started making a lot of money from sympathetic tourists, then they're like, well, why don't we open our own impoverished orphanage?
Why don't we scam a bunch of tourists?
Yeah. So
I got a pointed outline. Connecting the dots on our enchantment, evidence and proof. Nobody.
The world is a very wild place when you get outside of these states.
Anthony, I'm really looking forward to your testimony when you do your video, man. That's going to be a hard hitter, somebody said. That's going to be a hard hitter for Kathryn when you come out and talk about it publicly, bro. Shit. Shit, man. You're her worst fucking enemy, bro. I love it. You got the two Lust sisters here fucking having their scissor tour around the world. Having a great fucking time. Little snarky snark. My little snarky snark. But I think that was...
I can imagine, like, the cross logo for her ministry is going to be, it's going to be a cross made out of scissors.
I know, right? It's going to be like a scissor, but it's not going to be a cross. It's going to be like a scissor cross, right?
Yeah.
God, man. Wine tasting. Oh, you're drinking, John Tall. I'm telling. Well, shoot, brother. I'll let you get back to it, man. I wanted to bring you on.
All right, man. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for coming on and sharing your experience with everybody. I wanted you on because
no problem.
You know about these places, man. So
I'm always happy to. If you have any more questions, just let me know. I'm always happy to help.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on, Ted Cruz.
Yep.
All right, you have.
I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, be good, brother.
Yeah, you too.
All right, bye. All right, that was Ted Cruz with the top down. Yep. Wait, what do you guys talk about? Chris Common, I'm not saying to believe it or not. I just don't know who he is and saw this. Who getting arrested? Oh, yeah, Andrew Tate. Andrew Taint. That's what I call him. Andrew Taint. That guy's a fucking clown. I don't like him. He's a dumb fuck. Kind of like Kathryn Krick. Andrew Tate at least has a semi-fucking functional brain. Kathryn Krick just doesn't have one. But, Kathryn, let's take a peek here. Spiritual
Thinking I'm gonna start cutting carbs. I need to drop my belly fat.
If you want to drop,
Can you be addicted to deliverance? And if so, how would one receive true deliverance? If you mean, can you be addicted to receiving deliverance? There could be people who, when they have received deliverance, it was the greatest joy, you know, and the greatest relief post receiving deliverance. And even in the moment itself of receiving deliverance, they encountered God so powerfully, so tangibly. And so a person could be addicted to deliverance in that sense, like be obsessed with the receiving of deliverance.
Like all your fucking followers are because they never actually get delivered. If any of the cult followers want to call in, please call in and explain why what we're doing is false. Please, we'd love to hear your opinion on it. There's a lot of educated people in the chat that would love to. We'll moderate if you want, but please come in. This is I am non-Christian. I just want everybody to know that. Some of you guys already know me. You guys know I'm not Christian. You know I don't go to church, and you know what I have a Bible here, actually. But see, this is for reference. Okay, so if anybody wants to come on here and talk shit, we can look it up in the Bible. I got one right here. Okay, this is a King James Version Foundation Study Bible. Okay, it's a basic Bible. It's a study Bible. Something Kathryn won't ever pass out to her followers because you know why? She doesn't want her followers to read this. Because that would fucking Jesus would fucking snitch on her. Jesus would take the Bible and fucking shove it down her throat. This right here is what you need. You don't need Kathryn's book, okay? That's all you need is that right there. You don't need Kathryn's shit book. Why? What's in Kathryn's book that's not in that right there in the Bible? Valak, dude. She looks like Valak, dude. She looks like Valak from The Nun, bro. That evil-ass fucking demon. I don't know if this was today or not. She could have recorded it.
But we have to realize that we're not supposed to keep on receiving deliverance. We're supposed to receive deliverance, be free.
Exactly. At her last Sunday service, let me see. Yeah, at her last Sunday service, she basically said, don't listen to logic. Just listen to me. Don't listen to anybody. You need to listen to the apostle. I think it was this one, right? 2 days ago? She basically said, hey, throw out all logic. Or wait, no. It wasn't. It was... Was it last week? Was it last week? You guys, I did report Kathryn today. I did, and I urge anybody else to go ahead and report her. The IRS, the FBI, fucking state, local, whatever. Let them know what she's doing. I think this is the one when she said, don't listen to anybody else. Yep. Little snarky snark.
Little snarky snark. You know what? Paul and Morgan are going to be live tonight, too. Let's see what these two dipshits are doing.
And how would you rate your manager? Get the truth anonymously with SurveyMonkey. Anyone?
Sorry to do this, guys, to you. Paul farts.
No. The whole like submission thing is just like everyone thinks it's just like this scandalous topic. He left the closet door open, but it's fine.
It's kind of cool.
When Paul farts, I really feel it.
No skeletons in that closet.
Yeah, right.
In that one, at least.
Oh boy. Yeah, you know, I don't think that like my views on it personally are that extreme. I don't think they're that like scary or
Look at these two
terrifying. So yeah, feels pretty much the same from when we made our last video talking about it.
All right, that was
You're welcome for that.
The people living in darkness have heard a great voice.
Oh my goodness.
IK says, quoting the Gospel of John, I believe. Morgan?
Yes.
Would we ever consider deconstruction?
No. I mean, immediately I just think of the scripture.
Ooh, hit me.
Where Peter is like, Lord, where else would we go?
That's the one I always use.
I know.
No, that is literally mine. I've said it over and over again.
I don't know.
You
Stealing
can't own a Bible verse.
You're stealing it,
sir.
though. You are stealing it.
I'm just saying that's where my mind is. It's just like, you know, I know that everyone has a different like.
What's his shirt say?
Of deconstruction in their mind, but my definition or what I am the most.
His shirt says praying for the haters.
Deconstruction is people walking away from the faith and no longer considering themselves Christians.
She's like, kind of like me and Paul. I'm just a pump and dump. Oh, Anthony Lowe, these are fundies. These are fundy Christians, man. These guys, these two, man, I don't know. These two, I don't know who pushed these two out of the womb.
Mean that deconstruction can be, and I'm thinking of a comment in my head right now. Deconstruction can be a very healthy thing where the Christian lands in a different spot, but is still very much a Christian.
I would call that the pruning process.
Ooh.
I would
This guy's such a fucking dick.
call that the pruning process.
Ooh. Ooh.
I would not call that deconstruction. I wouldn't even necessarily call it.
Yeah, look at his shirt. Praying for the haters. Paul, go fuck yourself. You're such a loser. Paul's such a dumb fuck. Morgan's at a high-risk pregnancy and Paul doesn't even give a fuck. Paul doesn't give a fuck that she's pregnant. Oh, that's, again, you know, I know there's trolls watching on the back end. I know there is. I challenge you guys to call in and explain why Kathryn is the apostle and the prophet. But nobody ever has. Nobody ever has. It's like they're too scared because it's like, oh, we're going to be questioning the prophet. And, you know, we just can't do that because if we do, we're going to go to hell. And no, you won't. No, you won't. You won't go to hell if you question the prophet or the apostle. Kathryn is not the question. She is not the way to God. There is no middleman to God, and there is no shortcut to God. Like the dude was saying, what's the unforgivable sin? Why don't you come on here and tell us, dude? I know you're watching. I know you're watching, and you won't come on here and say, because you're such a little fucking pansy-ass little bitch, that you won't come out and just fucking have a normal debate about religion, about your God, about your apostle, the one that you're fucking so harshly defending, right? Because there is no secret to the anointing. There is no secret to the anointing. Never has been, never will be. Matter of fact, you guys want to see the comment thread? Check it out. I'll show it to you. Show it to you. Look right here. This guy just won't fucking like. He's just a. I started deleting his comments because it's more. He's just trolling now at this point. He's just simping for Kathryn Krick. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's and we're talking mental health surrounds a lot of these movements, and it's fucking true, man. It's fucking true. He wants me to spit these Bible verses and all this other shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to engage with you anymore because, dude, you're just. He's like, oh, you want to disconnect? Look, I don't have a leg to stand on. There is no deliverance ministries. Okay. Yes, people can get delivered. I never said that. People can get delivered, but there are no deliverance ministries. Okay. Yeah, having a conversation live in front of a community with a public opinion doesn't change the verse. What is the verse? You don't want to put it up because you know I'm right. I smell a narcissist. They cannot answer a simple question. They always dodge it. What the verse? But this guy, I asked him a simple question. Read Kathryn's book or the Bible, and he couldn't even answer that. So these guys, it's like you have to disengage with them because it's a cult mind control that Kathryn has over these people. This guy has thrown out all fucking logic because Kathryn told him to. It says right here, you're bashing a deliverance ministry. You do realize this is an unforgivable sin. People are being set free. Man, like, I'm fucking scared. She's a fraud, dude. Come out and talk, dude. JF, whatever the fuck your name is. Let's check out JF's channel. You guys want to see this guy's channel? Look, let's check this guy's channel out. I guess. Let's see what this dipshit has up on his channel.
All right, everything is zeroed out.
Sounds Canadian. Out. You Canadian?
I'm about to hit run on the hello world.
I know, this guy's just a dumb fuck, that's all. He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Raises about.
He sounds Canadian. About.
Oh, that's like 2.5 inches.
That's about the size of my pecker. 2.5 inches. Hard. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't really be bashing this guy. He doesn't know he's being lied to by Kathryn. It's cool. I forgive you. I forgive you that you don't know you're being lied to. All we're doing is just trying to point it out to you, and all you can do is come back and just fucking talk shit. Oh, you're bashing a deliverance ministry. Fucking come out and prove me wrong. Prove any of us wrong that she's... Prove us right. Prove us right that she's an apostle. Because if not...
Devil tried to take it all away.
Yeah, KK told him not to be logical. Such the trashiest music video. Let's get off KK for a minute. Let's watch this stupid fuck. Let's watch this trashy-ass music video. Look at his simp ass wife, Heather. I get a kick out of Heather. Heather, leave this douchebag. He's such an asshole. I don't know why he's saying hanging around with this guy, Heather. Oh, he's trash. He's all great. Now I want to be singing this again.
One of the door. Devil tried to take it all away. I got it, but I lived.
Did you see? He's all, I got it. Listen.
The one of the door. Devil tried to take it all away. I got it.
He's all, I got it. Like he's got the fucking rap superstar fucking supernatural fucking flow rhythm.
But I live to see another day. Devil tried to take it all away. But I live to see
Yes, he does, Anthony.
another day. Devil tried to take it all away.
Look, there's a fucking
See
street
another
face.
day. Devil tried to take it all away.
Look at him. This is fucking thug. These are supernatural thug motherfuckers. Godly goals. This is my favorite part of the music video. Look at it. You gotta flex on music video. Oh man. He's all hitting godly goals. I gotta hit those goals, okay? Look at him. Oh man. Daniel, come on, man. Dude, put the rap shit down. Get a real job. Like, go work at like Gold's Gym or some shit, bro. You probably work out well there, man. Just go get a job at Gold's Gym. You'll be cool, and you could sell their fucking. You could promote their protein powder, bro. Yeah, I had no idea that flexing was a godly goal. Cause look at him. He's like, gotta flex. Like anybody come around here, these are God's guns. Yeah, look, he's got a bit of flabby underarm. Daniel, need to work your tries out a little bit there, fucking big boy. I have 1, 2, 3 out. You're delivered. I would love to see Kathryn try to deliver Daniel Adams. That'd be dope if Kathryn and Daniel went on a show together. That would be totally badass if they did. Daniel trying to deliver Kathryn. That'd be some funny ass shit, right? Yeah. That's how easy it is. Like, Daniel, get a real job, Daniel.
Goes when it comes.
Dude, it's so funny.
It's bringing light to the souls, building the kingdom, hitting godly goals.
Dude, be more of a simp, Daniel. He's like, I got flex on camera. I flex on camera, okay? Everybody, see my muscles? I work out at the gym 3 times a day, and I only do arms every day. All day, every day, it's arms for Daniel Adams.
When it comes to my father's business, I don't.
Hey, look at Keegan. Look at Hickey Boy. Look at Hickey Boy in the background here. Look at him. Yep, Scamuel Adams, bro. It is Scamuel Adams. Look at this dipshit.
Mess around when I walk into town.
Watch Hickey Boy.
When it comes to my
Look
father's
at him.
business, I don't mess around. When I walk into town, you hear a holy sound. It's
When I That was a supernatural diss, everybody, okay? I know that when we did the one thing with Hickey Boy, he's all shaka baka daka. Oh man. He don't know Hickey, everybody look. No Hickey. Everybody look at my neck. No Hickey this time. Yeah, Hickey Boy. This is Hickey Boy right here.
to see another.
still had Kathryn Krick's videos, man. I still wish we had them. I still wish we had them. It's too bad we didn't fucking screen grab them. It's too bad we didn't get screen grab Kathryn's music videos because they were fucking trash, man. They were such trash. Yeah, Hickey Boy strikes me as a fucking pedo type. He really does. I wouldn't want any of him around my kids. I think this is where Kathryn was saying, hey, fucking throw out all logic. Don't use your brain.
We, the people of the United States.
We've moved so far away from the Constitution that in many ways we don't even recognize it.
And so that was the devil, obviously, right? And so she started, on YouTube it came up. That's what the voice said to do. So she would watch, and that's how she got addicted. So there can be pastors today that it's not that they have a bad heart and they want to be doing sexual sin, watching porn, cheating on their wives. It's not that they want to do those things.
Kathryn, I'm not even fucking married, everybody, but hey, I'm going to go out and give some fucking solid relationship advice.
A demon could be from age 3 that they never knew how to get free from. They eventually gave up, or they're still trying to get free. They don't know what to do because there's no anointing. So when the anointing's not there, you can't trust leadership very well.
Here we go.
But when the anointing is here, it's time for us to change our mindsets because it's become so mainstream Christian culture today to not trust leadership.
There it is, right there. Here it comes, right here. This is it, guys. This is it.
Because of all the sketchy things you see in the past, because of demonic oppression, really, is the root of it. But we have to trust leadership. This is God's way. This is how the Israelites made it to the promised land. Those that did, by trusting the leader that was assigned to them, Moses. And then when another leader was assigned to them, it became a new generation, Joshua. They trusted Joshua. Those that made it to the promised land, they made it because they trusted their leader. This is God's principle. It's God's way. So part of trusting God is trusting the leader that he has entrusted you to. He is assigned to you. You can't say you trust God, but don't put like full trust in your leader too. I'm not saying put them on the same place as God. Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is that you shouldn't have this doubting like the Israelites did in your mind. When things don't make sense, when things are illogical, don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to doubt. Don't jump to the demonic thoughts that the devil wants you to be thinking. Like maybe they don't really hear God. Maybe they heard wrong. Maybe these things I heard about them are true. You know, these lies, false accusations. Maybe they're not false. Like all these things. Don't jump to that. When your leader,
The leader's right here, you guys. This is where the leader is. This is the leader right here, okay? This is the leader right here. See? This right here? See that? Right there. There's the leader right there. There's the leader right there. Bam. That is the leader. That's the leader. Kathryn Krick is not the leader. This is the leader. This is big time damage control. This is huge damage control right here. Up a creek without a paddle. Exactly. Up a creek. Up shit creek, man. Shit creek.
When God has made it clear, there's anointing here, there's purity here, there's fruits here. I'm calling you here, planted here. God's also saying, you can trust this leader, and I want you to trust this leader.
I bet all these women, too, hate their dudes. Singing the song Follow the Leader. Yep. Look at this lady. Yeah. Yeah, everything you're saying is true.
And so when they say God is saying that we should go this way now, you need to simply trust and obey. Not doubt, think too much, bring your logic in so much. Because
Right there. This little bitch. This little fucking cunt bitch is telling people to throw logic out. Right there. Let's back that up a little bit. I don't know what the verse is, but we can find it if you want. Somebody tell me where it is. I'll pull it up. Where it says, hey, you fucking have logic.
and obey. Not doubt, think too much, bring. When they say God is saying that we should go this way now, you need to simply trust and obey. Not doubt, think too much, bring your logic in so much. Because some things won't make sense. I've been teaching a lot lately about how some things, sometimes the will of God is so much fun. So you can
Devil try to take it all away.
start to think in your head, the will of God is just so much fun. And then all of a sudden it's not fun in a season. And you're like, wait, but I thought the will of God was fun. That's all I knew so far. So maybe this isn't the will of God because all I knew was fun. Or maybe it was comfortable. All you knew was comfortable. And then it's uncomfortable and you're like, well, maybe this, you know? So, and same with the timing. Same with the timing as I spoke last week.
Time is...
You can be used to, especially when you're new in the faith, you can't experience everything right at once. You can be used to the slow and steady pace of God, and you've gotten used to it. You've gotten adjusted to it. You've come to like it, you know. You're used to it. Whatever we get used to, that becomes comfort, usually. I mean, even like if you're in the wilderness and you're like, oh, like when will this wilderness end? When you surrender to God, you'll find contentment, and you'll adjust and adapt in a good way, you know. But that also means that that's become comfortable. So then when the promised land comes and it's really fast, you can start to complain. Ugh. You can start to want to go back to Egypt, just like the Israelites. They wanted to go back to Egypt. How silly is that? But that's how we can be. As they said, as they were about to see one of the biggest miracles that God's ever done, the splitting of the Red Sea, and as they were on the way to the promised land, they wanted to go back to Egypt. How foolish is that? But we can be the same way today if we're not careful. So your leader today can be saying things, God's saying this now, and that's going to be uncomfortable. Don't doubt, just believe and surrender and say, okay, God, I'll go to the uncomfortable.
Yeah, listen to this fucking psycho bitch. When all you need is the Bible. Right here. Listen to her when all you need is this. Right here. Look, once again, this is reference right here. This is all you need. Right here. She's saying God is not logical. Exactly. Look to this, people. All you cricketites, all you cricketeers, look to this right here. She is telling you to throw all fucking logic out the window. Yeah, it's sick. It's sick that people actually give to her bullshit, dude. It's disgusting. Like, honestly, how does anybody give to this psycho? Most of these women. Yeah.
Place. Or you like going slow, but now the leader is saying, go fast. We're going fast now. We're changing it up. God wants us to change it up. The cloud is going at a different speed all of a sudden. Okay, God, yes, I trust, I believe. That's it. That's all you have to do. Rest and just follow the cloud. Follow the word of God coming through the leader with a direction and rest. That's all God's asking you to do, and you'll make it to the promised land. Hallelujah. So when you doubt the leadership, it's like cutting off the head.
So don't doubt, because if you do, you're going to cut the fucking head off. And I think I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Yeah, just trust, put your money in my pocket, pay for mine and John Tollywood's fucking Lust tour around the world. That way we can just have fucking lavish scissor fucking sessions and nobody knows shit about us. Okay, thank you.
The leadership is part of the head with Jesus. Jesus being above, of course. But like in terms of like the body of what God's going to do.
She's still at the, Casey Smith, yes, she is still at the venue. Yep, she is still at the venue. Yeah, she'll be there this Sunday.
Through, the body, the house of God, the church, the move of God, they're part of the head.
Explore the rivers of Europe with Tauk.
She's still there.
And connect more deeply.
And so when you cut off the head, you're going to be brainless.
She's all kind of like I am. I'm real brainless. I'm just up here just spewing off bullshit. I don't even read from the Bible.
You can't ever make it.
Yeah, we're created with logic.
You can't ever without the head.
Like John Tall just gave me before the sermon.
The head is the spear and arrow that leads to where you are going. 1 Corinthians 2:14, people who aren't spiritual can't receive these truths from God's Spirit. It all sounds foolish to them, and they can't understand it. For only those who are spiritual can understand what the Spirit means.
What verse did you say that was? 1 Corinthians.
So this verse is a principle that will help you to be able to
Let's see what this psycho's
voice,
saying.
follow God's voice coming through leadership, and be able to just simply receive it and follow God. This principle right here. Understand this. There are many Christians who are not spiritual. There are many Christians that
Wait, which one was it?
Spiritual. Understand God. Just follow God. So this is
Okay, 2:14. My bad. Okay.
Verse is a principle that will help you to be able to follow God's voice coming through leadership, and be able to just simply receive it and follow God. This principle right here. Understand this. There are many Christians who are not spiritual. There are many Christians that are different, that are a low percentage.
She does. Kathryn Kuhlman vibe, man. Yeah.
Spiritual, like spiritual mindset, spiritual eyes. They're only a little bit. And so this verse is saying... Like,
Oh, it's huge out of context. This is 1 Corinthians 2:14, and I'm going to say this is Old Testament. It's spoken in old, however you guys want to call it. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. She doesn't read the rest of the fucking scripture. Exactly. She leaves out the rest of the part. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that they may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. We do. Okay, it's New Testament. Thanks, Ken. Okay. So we have the mind of Christ. Kathryn left out the fucking rest of the verses. She didn't read the first prior to that, too. That's the thing. It's like she never preaches the entire gospel. It's just she'll pick out a little piece and yeah, you can't. She's cherry picking one verse. That's what she's doing. She's cherry picking the verses and then fucking twisting it. Basically saying, hey, these people who don't have discernment or lack discernment don't understand God. But no, it's Kathryn. She doesn't understand God. Kathryn doesn't understand God, or else she wouldn't be out here doing this shit. That's the thing. If Kathryn was real If she was a real apostle, exactly. Satan doesn't want the gospel preached, so Kathryn only preaches a little piece of it and then fucking just completely distorts it.
If God is speaking something that seems illogical, for example.
Why would he?
If you're not spiritual, you will say that's not God. Simply because you can't understand it. It just looks foolish.
Yeah, Kathryn, you look fucking foolish too because you're never reading from your Bible.
So you got to be spiritual. So that means that you need to humble yourself. If you've been a believer for a short amount of time, that means you're not very spiritual yet. That's okay.
Shut the fuck up. Who is this bitch to say, oh, because you haven't been believing for God, you're not very spiritual. Yo, fuck this psycho. Fuck her. Fuck this bitch. Oh, because you're a new Christian, you're not that spiritual. The fuck out of here, Kathryn. Neither are you. Yeah. Satan began with deception with did God say it, and then twist what little he used to what God said. Exactly. Just like Kathryn's doing. Kathryn, you're getting reported. I just want you to know that. Kathryn, you're getting reported to the IRS. I want you to know that. Kathryn, that's what this stream was about tonight. So if any little fucking Kathryn Krick trolls are out there, guess what? I'm going to build a form. It's called a 13909. And let me show it to you guys. I'll show it. Hang on. Let me show it. I have a button for that. I'm going to push it. Here we go. All right. Nonprofit tax exempt organization search. All right. So what you do is with her tax exempt organization, what's her number here? 900 739 810. Okay. So 900 739 810. Okay. Yeah, she's psycho without a fucking doubt. All right. Now 5F Church, okay, is actually operated by Jordan Davey Ministries International Incorporated and Jordan Davey Ministries International. Now, this whole stream was about reporting Kathryn. And Kathryn, I did report you. And I urge any other pastors out there that have been watching Kathryn that have theological degrees, I urge you to report her to the FBI. I urge you to report Jordan Davey as her handler. And I also urge you to report the money that they're taking in. Yep. Yep. So, why is a Tanzanian fucking warlord, prophet, pastor, whatever the fuck you want to call him, setting up shop in America? I think, yeah, I'm with you. Kathryn's clinically insane. I think she is. She's got a few marbles rolling around upstairs, man. For her to be doing this shit, for her to be doing this. Oh, dude, Ken F. That's what I've been saying, bro. I'm telling you guys, and hear me out here for a second, okay? Hear me out. Just feel me for a second. All right? Fuck yeah, Jordan Davey's a sexual predator. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You want to know what somebody asked me when I made a phone call today about Kathryn? They said, is there children involved? I said, absolutely, there's children involved. And she brings them up on her stage and on her Instagram and is telling them about fucking sexual fucking, addiction and shit like that. I urge everybody to report this woman. I've reported David. Dude, Ken, I've known this for a while, bro. I've known this for a minute, bro. I've known this, man. I've known this. This is why it gets so fucking shady. What the fuck is this dingleberry piece of shit like Anthony Lowe likes to call this motherfucker? What the fuck is he doing owning a tax-exempt organization in America when he lives in fucking Tanzania? Anybody see the fucking problem here like we've been saying? What the fuck is this piece of shit Jordan Davey cocksucking motherfucker doing with a tax-exempt organization in his fucking name when he isn't even an American fucking citizen? What the fuck? Fuck you, Jordan Davey, you fucking piece of shit. You fucking asswipe piece of shit. No, I did. I fucking reported this bitch today. Fuck her. I fucking reported this bitch. Fuck her. Fuck Jordan Davey.
Now, repeat the first part, which is like part A.
He who receives and welcomes a prophet because he is...
Oh, look. Oh, who do we got in the background here? Oh, Call the FBI, Los Angeles office. Call the Los Angeles office. Report Kathryn Krick and Jordan Davey. Just report him.
Will receive a prophet's reward.
Okay. What is your translation? And what was your translation?
Amplified.
The other, pastor. Okay, the same one. Okay.
New King James.
Yeah.
He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward.
Now.
Okay, once again. So, let's go to fucking, let's see. I gotta look in here because I don't know where all the shit is. So, give me a second. Alright. This is a reference Bible, guys. I do research. I love this shit. This'll fucking put a real big fucking... So, he said, Matthew 10:41. Okay. So, we're gonna go to Matthew 10:41. All right, let's see here. 10:41. See, 10:41 is all the translation. It's all the Passion Translation, right? Shall receive the prophet reward. He that receiveth a righteous man in the name of righteousness shall receive righteous man's reward. And whoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. But then it goes to John's questions to Jesus. Oh, it's 10:41. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is the thing we're discussing here. It's like Old Covenant, New Covenant. Yeah. And then it goes straight into chapter 11. It's all Passion Translation. And then, yeah, that's all they're reading from. But then it goes into Matthew 11, John's questions for Jesus. And it came to pass when Jesus had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities. Now, when John heard in the prison of the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples and said unto him, Art thou he that should come, or do we look for another?
The name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward.
Now, I want you to hear again that part A.
He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward.
I was doubting yesterday that probably they misread it because it was supposed to be he who receives.
This was probably, look at Kathryn up there. Look at her just fucking oogling over him. Did you see that? Look at her.
Because it was supposed to be he who receives.
Look, you can see her big fucking grin all the way from back here. She's just oogling over fucking Jordan Davey. Look at her. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought it was the red stuff is the Passion Translation. That's what I thought. Okay, my bad. Thanks for correcting me, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. I thought they were. My bad. Cool. I didn't know. Count for the covenant. Uncle Jake.
In the name of Jesus. I was doubting.
This was one of his trips, no doubt, to hook up with Kathryn. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Is like, it's the Passion Translation is meant to kind of glorify the priest, right?
But they assured me that it was written correctly. Can you read again?
He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet.
Fuck this cocksucking piece of shit. Fuck him. Fuck Jordan Davey. Fuck the 5F cult. Fuck Kathryn. Fuck her stupid ass parents. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Kathryn, do you know your family name is going to go down as the fucking scammers of the century, along with David E. Taylor?
You see that? In the name of Jesus. No, in in the name of a prophet. Who is saying these words?
Look at him. Look at him.
Huh? Yes. Jesus himself, the greatest prophet, he's saying what?
He is saying if you listen to a prophet, you're going to get a prophet's reward.
And read again. Read again.
He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet.
In the name of a prophet.
Shall receive a prophet's reward.
So, like, if you are praying.
Look, there's the Tanzanian flag right there. So he's got Tanzania. Yeah, this is the OG Mia Kwako. This is the leader. This guy's a fucking pedophile, I believe. I believe this guy's a fucking pedophile, and I believe he's operating some kind of fucking sex ring. Our government needs to pull their head out of their fucking ass. They got a problem. We've been telling them. We've been telling them. Look, there's Jord Davy right there. Fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. Anybody that's giving money to Kathryn, guess what? It's going to Jord Davy. Yeah. That, you know what? After all David's bullshit, I'm kind of convinced of the same, Casey. Yeah, I don't know if this is a King James. It's got Old Testament and New Testament, man. It's, one of the channel members sent it to me as a desk reference. So trust me, guys. I'm not here to shit on religion. Trust me. This is for reference. If any of these fucking clowns want to come out and say we're saying shit wrong about the Bible, it's right here. You don't need to go to Kathryn Krick, that's for sure. Yeah, we do. Hang on, Andrew Gates. Hang on. We got you. We got you. I'm glad you asked. We are glad you asked what Mia Kwako means because I wanted to play this anyways. Oh, but there's so many fucking videos out about Kathryn Krick exposed right now. But there's only one. Yeah, I'm not, exactly, you guys. I'm not going to get started on Bibles to say which one's correct and which one's not. Let's use this for a desk reference. If any of these fucks want to come out and say we're wrong, well, actually, here's your reference right here. Okay? That's the thing. Again, guys, I don't know which Bible is fucking correct, okay? I'm not here to point that out. It's just, this is a desk reference. If any of these dipshits want to fucking get crazy and you know, creative, guess what? We'll pull the Bible out and we'll prove it to them that they're wrong. Because they seem to, Kathryn apparently seems to just fucking read from her fucking book. Some odd reason.
Hello, brothers and sisters. I hope you are doing well. First of all, I want to ask you to pray for me, and also, pray for the Lord to open the eyes of the blind, so that all may come to
Kwa heshima hiyo hiyo, with the same honor, walivyoniheshimu, the way they honored me,
nataka kumpaka mafuta awamu ingine.
I want to anoint her once again.
We believe, Lisa, that this piece of shit sexually abused Kathryn. For sure. Hey, thanks, Rob Q. Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate it. Welcome. Lisa, some of the people I've talked to, yeah. Yeah, no, this isn't Christianity. No.
Come here. Stand here. Simama hapa. Nataka nimpake mafuta awamu ingine.
I want to anoint her for another time.
For another time.
Kwa ngazi mpya.
For a new level.
This is a complete new level.
Hii ni hatua nyingine mpya kabisa.
Of the power.
Right, Lisa? Maybe even from a younger age. Maybe there's been some systematic abuse throughout her whole life that we don't know about. I did some early childhood development studies when I was going to school to teach. I think there was abuse somewhere in her life. Don't know what kind, but definitely sexual in nature. Just don't know where. We're trying to pinpoint that because we think that could be a catalyst to what's going on with this.
and the anointing ya nguvu na upako of God, upako wa Mungu, that things will grow greatly from today, na kwamba vitu vitakuwa kwa kasi kuanzia siku in your life, katika maisha yako. I release the power to change environment, to change anything in people's life. Naachilia nguvu ya kubadilisha mazingira na kubadilisha vitu kwenye maisha ya watu. Receive it in Jesus' name. Pokea katika jina la Yesu Kristo. It is yours. Ni ya kwako. 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 It is yours.
You cannot find these videos.
Answer your question there. We had a question here. Andrew Gates. That's where Mia Kwako comes from.
It is yours. Ni ya kwako. 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 It is yours.
That's where it comes from. Yep. Yep. None of these here, yeah. As a child, most definitely. She refers to abuse often as if she knows the pain immediately. Yeah. Yep. She does. With you, Lisa. I don't think it's satanic ritual abuse, Andrew Gates, but I definitely think it's some kind of sexual abuse. Definitely. I definitely think it's some kind of sexual abuse. Just don't know where it happened in her life. Maybe her stepbrother, but I don't know. I don't think so. Thought I made what up? No, we didn't make that shit up. Fuck no. We didn't make that shit up. No way, observation station. Snarky snark. Hey, hey, y'all. Hey, Catherine's pet name from John Tall. Check it out. This is Catherine's pet name from John Tall. Snarky snark. Okay? If you guys troll her chat now, call Kathryn Snarky Snark. I can't troll her chat anymore. John tells all my little snarky snark. Yeah, exactly. And what I also think is that she could be perpetuating the abuse and start and unknowingly setting up like some sort of trafficking gig for Jor Davy, man. Exactly. Abraham and Sarah, there's no secrets in the Bible for anybody that's following Kathryn Krick. If there's a secret point it out. I'll bring up the verse and everything. If there's secrets, let's figure it out. Absolutely, observation. Give me the link and I'll put it up. You're absolutely right. Yep. Yeah. I don't think it's satanic ritual abuse, Andrew. I just think sexual abuse, man. Yep. Yep. Abuse plus everyone gets a trophy equals KK. This guy wouldn't put it past him that he's a fucking pedophile either. Really wouldn't. Wouldn't put it past this piece of shit that he's doing some fucking weird shit out of those fucking Tanzanian fucking orphanages and all that other bullshit he's got going over there. Yep, for sure. For sure, observation station. Yeah, I'll put him up. But this whole stream tonight was about reporting Kathryn Krick, and I did. I wanted you guys to know that I reported her today about. I'll tell you what time I called. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you guys exactly what time I called. And you guys, even though some of us said maybe we shouldn't tell her, but no, I want Kathryn to know. Kathryn, I reported you to the FBI today. Okay? I reported you to the FBI because we're concerned. We're concerned citizens. We're taxpayers. I did call. Oh, okay. Thanks, Cat Mom. Thanks. I'll put it up. I got a place for it. I did call Kathryn and I did report them about everything about Jor Davy, about how you're possibly sending money out of America into Jor Davy's bullshit funds, how he's your handler. I urge everybody else to do the same. Call Los Angeles FBI office, man. And report her. Just report her. Voice your concern. Voice your concerns. That's all you got to do. Guess, you guys, we paid the FBI. I don't get. I'm with old boy on Casey, but you know, dude, motherfucker just got sentenced, man. Dumb fuck just got sentenced. Nature boy, dude. Watch.
You know, I would have been inclined to exercise some discretion had Mr. Bishop shown any remorse, guilt, or regret throughout this process. And I saw nothing during the trial but for him laughing and cutting up and looking shocked and surprised at all of the testimony. Mr. Bishop, you're a master manipulator and probably the classic definition of a narcissist, like that I've ever seen. You took advantage of these folks who were essentially lost souls.
You know what, Andrew Gates? We need more religious leaders to fucking stand up and grab their balls, dude. We need more religious leaders like Matthew Moore and some of the other guys that we know in here that I won't say who. Need more people that have more common knowledge of Christianity to stand up, grab their balls, and speak out against these fucking clowns.
Looking for some guidance. You took advantage of these folks who were essentially lost souls, looking for some guidance, looking for some connection, or looking for some comfort. And you were able to fill a void for them for some reason. But in the process, you completely took advantage of them and have caused potentially, I hope not, but potentially irreparable harm. I hope that all of the victims will be able at some point in time to recover from this and to find some type of peace in their lives. And maybe the verdict will help in that regard. But I hope you all are able to move on at some point and find some peace, whatever that is for you. So with that, I am going to follow the recommendation of the state in this case. On the rape, he'll be sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, followed by 10 years consecutive for the false imprisonment.
This gives me hope for everything we're doing. This one judge right here gives me hope for everything we've done.
And on the internet porn, count 3, 12 months to serve, concurrent to the false imprisonment. The internet porn, I'll run concurrent to the false imprisonment. Internet, 5 years. So it's 12 months on count 3, 5 years on count 4, and 5 years on count 5. All of that will run concurrent to the false imprisonment. But the false imprisonment is consecutive. So it's life without parole plus 10 years.
This motherfucker's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. It's as high as it can go. I got it maxed. I got it maxed as high as I can go for her. It's the court. Nothing I can do about that observation station. I'm sorry.
And hopefully he will never be able to take advantage of anybody else again.
Judge, can you be sure to go over his post-conviction rights with him as well?
Yes.
Just going to put those on the front. Judge, before, I know there were certain conditions, obviously, with the way the law currently.
Her book's trash, man. It's online. I've read it. It's fucking horrible. It's shitty, dude. It's shitty. It's shitty, man. Let's see here. Let's look up Bishop Lamar Whitehead. What a stupid fuck, this guy. Let's check out this asshole. He just got convicted today. He's in trouble. This is great. I like this one.
He lost more than $1 million in jewelry during a highly publicized robbery at his Brooklyn church. Now, the so-called bling bishop is also poised to lose his freedom. Lamar Whitehead facing decades in prison.
Guilty wire fraud and extortion.
After a jury convicted him today on federal charges, including wire fraud and attempted extortion. Prosecutors say he ripped off a parishioner's retirement savings, and tonight her family is...
Just a quick word of advice out there. If your bishop's name is named Bishop Bling, don't give him any fucking money, okay? I'm not going to buy her book. Fuck, why would I buy her book? You get it online for free. You could get, it's so cheap, and it's not even in Barnes & Noble. You have to special order it because Barnes & Noble isn't carrying it because her book is just fucking trash. It's trashy. It's shit. It's written by AI. Her book was written by AI. We're going to figure out which AI it was written by because all we got to do is run it through a few filters and we'll figure out. I'm fucking 99.999% sure that her book is written by AI, okay? Kathryn has no fucking soul or fucking brain to write anything.
Speaking for the first time to News 4's Chris Jose.
It's been an emotional roller coaster for the past 4 years.
Rashid Anderson relieved tonight following the conviction of Lamar Whitehead, better known as the Bling Bishop for his lavish lifestyle. A Manhattan federal jury today finding Whitehead guilty of defrauding a parishioner and trying to extort a businessman.
It's been a long time coming, and we're very happy to see that the verdict was guilty today.
Rashid's mother, Pauline Anderson, invested $90,000 of her retirement savings with Whitehead. Prosecutors said he spent the money on luxury goods at Louis Vuitton and Foot Locker and even used Anderson's money to make his car payments. Rashid testified during the trial. You and your mother trusted this guy.
Yeah, we trusted him a lot.
Whitehead, no stranger to headlines. In July of 2022, he was robbed at gunpoint while delivering a sermon in Brooklyn. The $1 million jewelry heist caught on his church's live stream. 2 months ago, one of the men accused of the robbery killed by U.S. Marshals at a New Jersey hotel.
This was the guy.
That just worked its way out. One of the dudes that robbed Lamar got fucking killed in a shootout. It's funny how things work their way out. They work their way out, right?
That put the gun, have a gun pointed just like this in my wife's face, pointed just like this in my 8-month-old baby's face.
He's all, but hey, everybody, I set that shit up, okay? It was a total fucking sham. I set that whole fucking hit up.
And then had the gun to the back of my head as he ripped off my jewelry.
Whitehead not yet publicly commenting on his conviction, which also includes charges that he tried to force a Bronx business.
Look at this fucking piece of shit. This guy's supposed to be a bishop and a fucking pastor? It's like he's trying to be fucking Pastor Mr. T or some shit. Look at him. He's all got the OG fucking gold, okay?
Man to lend him $500,000 while promising access to Mayor Adams. Whitehead claimed he knows the mayor on a personal level. The bishop going to social media after his arrest in December 2022.
Just because you was arrested.
Look at his big ass fucking ring he's got on.
Media
too.
after his arrest in December 2022.
Look at that big ass fucking ring he's got on. What a fucking dipshit piece of shit fucking asshole. I would love to fucking just mollywop this motherfucker in Minecraft, man.
Because you was arrested doesn't make you guilty.
Jurors found Whitehead guilty of wire fraud, lying to
Just because you're arrested doesn't mean you're guilty. Yeah, the fuck you are, Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Hey, David, pay attention too. See this? David, your case is going to be much more complex than this.
The FBI in attempted extortion. The trial lasting 2 weeks. Rashid had prayed for today's outcome.
I do want to give thanks to God because he was the one that, revealed the truth.
New tonight, a Brooklyn bishop whose flashy sermons led to fame now faces fraud charges from a member of his own flock. This is a turn for Bishop Lamar Whitehead, who just a few months ago was a crime victim.
Like, look, he's wearing some fucking red velvet. Like,
After he
who the
was
fuck
robbed
is this asshole?
while preaching during a Sunday service, the church's live stream captured it all. Tonight, he's on the other side of the law. News 4's Chris Jose has more on the charges Whitehead is facing.
Lamar Whitehead, a New York City bishop with a criminal record and a long list of questions about his lavish lifestyle, facing federal fraud and extortion charges. Police arresting Whitehead this morning for allegedly defrauding a parishioner out of $90,000 in retirement savings to buy himself luxury goods.
All right.
Whitehead gaining international attention this year. The men seen on video robbing the bishop during a live stream service. The stolen jewelry worth $1 million.
Why is Fendi, Louis, and Gucci, why can't we wear that in the church? I wear what I wear to encourage people, not to laugh at people. My community work speaks for itself.
5 months ago, Whitehead pushing back on questions about the robbery.
This asshole ain't done no community work. Fuck this piece of shit.
Now,
Whitehead.
he's back in the spotlight. On top of allegedly defrauding a parishioner, prosecutors say he extorted $5,000 from a businessman and then tried to get the same person to lend him $500,000 in exchange for favorable actions from the New York City government. Whitehead, known to have a close relationship with Mayor Eric Adams.
Whoever was behind it, snitch.
Yo, fuck this piece of shit. I hope he gets a book thrown at him.
Hell on them.
Prosecutors say Whitehead also lied about having multiple cell phones during a search by the FBI. His attorney saying in a statement, Bishop Whitehead is not guilty of these charges. He will be vigorously defending these allegations. He feels that he is being targeted and being turned into a villain from a victim. Whitehead previously served 5 years in prison for identity fraud. If he's found guilty in this case, he faces up to 20 years in prison. In Lower
Good. I hope he gets fucking 20 years. I hope he gets fucking 20 years. David, Kathryn, pay attention, okay? George Davey, we're going to find out about your bullshit too. And I'm going to go and start wrapping it up there, all right? I urge everybody to report Kathryn. I'll get a fraud report built up. And I'll look into what she's doing. And find out what the fuck this psycho is fucking up to, okay? Because she's definitely doing some shady shit with her money, y'all. She brings in $2.18 million and spends $2.14. Non-itemized list. Yeah, this is KK doing the same. It is. It's KK doing the same. It is. Exactly what it is. What you bring in the year before? Contributions, percent of total revenue, 100%. She spent 2.14. Holy shit. I just don't get it. I don't get how she fucking spent that much money. Rental property income. Like, she would have had to claim that. She would have had to claim, like, rental property and shit, but she didn't. She didn't. Kathryn, you're laundering money from the IRS, you naughty, naughty little prophet. You're a naughty girl, Kathryn. My little snarky snark. I love it. Here, hashtag snarky snark. Hashtag snarky snark. That's Kathryn's pet name from John Tall. Yeah. Prosperity gospel and it's fine. It's Kathryn's all. You've been served by the finest, my friend. This is how much Kathryn spent of donor money last year, everybody. 2.14 million out of 2.18, and she has nothing to show for it. Yeah, she's giving it to that fucking pedo creep over in Tanzania, George Davey. I agree wholeheartedly that that's exactly what she's doing. Yep. I agree 100%. That's exactly what she's doing. And I think she's also pocketing. I think this number was bigger. I think it was bigger than what she filed. But she has nothing to show for it, and she didn't itemize the list. She just turned it in as like, oh, I just brought in this much and I spent this much. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, we should see on a tax return. Let's take a peek here. Volunteers, none. Okay. I think her shit is actually paid off. Let's see here. Okay, let's find the itemized line list. See, they should be having to do a Schedule C. Let's just try to find students for they're in private foundation. Yeah, they're receiving membership dues. Assessments are similar because they said they brought in membership dues. No way, you looted a dead guy's body and you found a maxi pad on him, Andrew. David must have thought, hey, Andrew, I hid that one there for you. Yeah, Kathryn, I hope you're listening because you're going the same direction. Hell yeah, dude, if I did this shit, my shit would be fucking red flagged. Apparently not with the 501c3. Escrow account. Yeah, see, there's some contributions. I believe they did. Did the organization receive more than $25,000 in non-cash contributions? I think they did. I think that's wrong. They're fudging their taxes big time. Holy fuck. Government body. Look at Kathryn's working 20 hours a week and she made 2.14 million last year. 2.18 million working 20 hours a week, everybody. We're in the wrong fucking business. Jesus Christ, man. 2.1 million and all you got to do is work 20 hours a week being a false prophet. Cool. Wish I could do that. And look, membership dues. This is all. She took everything in under membership dues. No fundraising events, no related organizations, no government grants. Just all membership dues. That's what she claimed it as, membership dues. No fundraising. She did fucking fundraising, this lying bitch. So she's saying she got 1.9 million in grants and other assistance to domestic individuals. Yeah. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Yeah, no, Kath, we're going to report you. I'm going to dig through your taxes some more, and I'm going to build up a fraud report for you because I think you're fucking doing some fraudy shit with your taxes. I really do. Really do. Y'all have a good night, man. Catch you on the next live. We'll be live on David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure 2.0 tomorrow.